Hey folks, today I'm diving into a question that's been on the minds of many activists and ethnic groups alike. Has the Mountain Agreement failed ethnic groups after 25 years? Let's rewind a bit. The Mountain Agreement, signed 25 years ago, was hailed as a groundbreaking step towards equality and inclusion for small ethnic groups. It promised better representation, economic opportunities, and cultural preservation. But here we are, a quarter of a century later, and the question remains, has it delivered on those promises? First, let's talk representation. Despite the agreement, many ethnic groups still find themselves on the fringes of political power. The promised seats in government often go unfilled or are taken by those who do not truly represent the communities they serve. It's a classic tale of promises made but not kept. Next, there's the economic aspect. The agreement aimed to bring prosperity to marginalized communities through targeted investments and development programs. But the reality? Many of these communities still struggle with poverty and lack of basic infrastructure. The funds often get lost in bureaucratic red tape or are misallocated, leaving the intended beneficiaries high and dry. Cultural preservation was another pillar of the Mountain Agreement. The idea was to protect and promote the unique traditions and languages of small ethnic groups, yet many of these cultures are still at risk of fading away. Globalization, lack of support, and sometimes even active suppression have made cultural preservation a daunting task. So, what went wrong? Is it a case of good intentions but poor execution? Or perhaps the systemic biases and structural inequalities were too deeply rooted to be dismantled by a single agreement? While it's easy to point fingers, the reality is complex. Change is slow and progress even slower. But the voices of these small ethnic groups are louder and more united than ever before. They continue to fight for their rights, their identities, and their futures. So has the Mountain Agreement failed? In many ways, yes. But it has also laid the groundwork for ongoing activism and awareness. The struggle continues, and so does the hope for a better tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and keep fighting the good fight.